Hey everybody, it is John the Comic Guy, and today I'm going to show you the books that I'm keeping for my own private collection that I got from the Ocean City, New Jersey Provenance Collection. So stay tuned. Everybody, so I wanted to, and it took me a couple of weeks to finally get it all together, but I wanted to share with you the books that I'm keeping from the Ocean City, New Jersey Provenance Collection. So just to kind of take a step back, if you guys recall, and if you haven't seen my previous videos of my flip throughs that Krista and I did when we received that whole collection on April 5th, click on the link below, above, and you'll be able to at least start to see the flip throughs because the books were insane. However, I had to kind of limit what I was keeping. I ended up still, even though I was pushing myself to limit all the keepers, over 250 comics for my own collection. So this kind of made me rethink how many books I'm keeping. I ended up liquidating a lot of my inventory. The guys who have been at my house already to see this collection, I have removed a significant amount of books from my own collection to just make room. That it was so voluminous, but let's just share this collection with you. But as a recap, a guy reached out to me when I was doing OCNJ 2025. He and I negotiated a little bit. He just wanted to meet me in the parking lot. We exchanged cash. I got his comics. It all happened within like 3 minutes of meeting with him in the parking lot out at Ocean City. It almost felt like we were doing something illegal. So we exchanged it. He was an older retiree. I put the books in my in Krista's car. Off we go, and then the rest is history. So again, how people acquire a Provenance collection, you just never know. But this one was amazing. So the first two keepers I'm going to share with you are books that I've never had in my own collection, or if I did, I don't remember. So it might have been the Demon #1 I might have had. Shanna the She-Devil, I am sure I never had before. The only reason I decided to keep these for now is, I would actually tell you I'm doing what I would preach about not doing. I'm keeping these just because it's a novelty. I ended up getting like 3 or 4 copies of the Demon. I ended up getting like 5 or 6 copies of Shanna the She-Devil. So I'm thinking, I have all these duplicates. Let's pick these books and just add them into my collection for now. So the Demon and Shanna the She-Devil, I'm keeping just for now. And again, I know 2 comics don't take up too much space, but at this point, collecting space is becoming a premium. So will I sell them? I probably will. But for now, I'm kind of still in the hype of my Provenance collection, and I'm enjoying it. The next is the Justice League. I think it's number 45. Again, my eyes, no bueno. But look at that cover. I really love it. So actually, I see it right now. I think it is 45. This is a great cover. I am a passive collector of Justice League. Passive. However, what I love about this cover is just like the colors are so rich. The Provenance collection ended up having such unbelievable cover gloss on so many of these books. For a 50-plus-year-old book, it looks beautiful. So I'm keeping it. Again, I'm a passive collector of Justice League, but when it comes to Silver Age, yes, I like it. This is Justice League number 43. Again, we're counting backwards. Cool cover. The color covers of this other book were a little bit more dramatic, but again, a Silver Age opportunity, a Silver Age Justice League book. It's a good opportunity. I like to keep it. Happy about that. Again, here's a Justice League number 35. Cool cover. Again, these old classic-looking Silver Age Justice League books. Can you go wrong? I can. I really enjoy it. A little bit of a lower grade, but it's just so beautiful. And by the way, as we're flipping through these, let's talk about a Provenance collection. Let's talk about what makes a collection a Provenance collection. And why am I calling this a Provenance collection? Wonder Woman 134. In my eyes, I view Provenance collections as, you gotta love Wonder Woman. as a collection that were really from a person who owned their books all their lives, basically. They got them from a newsstand. They assembled that collection from their own purchases, at least a majority of it, from the newsstand themselves. I suspect, this is just my suspicion, I think this guy worked at some kind of a newsstand. I didn't ask him, right? We're doing a deal, or I'm giving him cash. I was hungry. I was tired. I was probably getting a little cranky. I needed to get my ass home. But, should I have asked a little bit more questions? Maybe. But I think he worked at a newsstand because he had a couple of those, a lot of those remnants comics where the tops are cut off. And he also had a lot of those books that had those wax pens, right? I don't own any wax pens. I don't know if you do at home, but who has those? Typically the old newsstands, right? So again, you put two and two together, and I think I'm getting the clues together. So that's my thought. But again, a part of the Provenance Collection is he owned them all. The guy had duplicate copies. He looks like he had return comics. He also had no bags and boards. This was his collection. So all of those, I think, are check marks on the boxes that tell me this is a single owner, high grade collection, which again, most people in the industry would refer to that as a Provenance Collection, right? It's and as you can see, these books are in beautiful condition. Superman number 190, 185. Wow. I think it's 195. But again, great colors, beautiful, beautiful. Now, okay, look at this. Batman number 180. I really like that. And again, I got a couple of Batmans that I ended up upgrading my own private copies. I'm not, again, for now, just in a matter of just saving time, I'm not sharing them all, but this is Batman number 187. But I was able to upgrade so many, right? Between the comics that I'm going to share with you and the other books I kept to just replace, this is Batman 176. I kept over 250 comics from the Provenance Collection. It's unfreaking believable. Again, these Batmans may not be in pristine condition, but they're pretty good. They're certainly better than most copies I have. Night Nurse number 2. Guys, I am amazed on how valuable Night Nurse books are. I'm going to show you another one later. It's coming up. But Night Nurse number 2, this complements the Night Nurse number 3 that I got. Again, a lot of these are giving clues to what's to come in the next video. Werewolf by Night number 2. I'm glad, I didn't own a lot of Werewolf by Nights, certainly not enough. I kind of like these horror-based monster heroes from the Bronze Age of Marvel, and I dig it. So Werewolf by Night number 2, really, really great book. The Amazing Spider-Man number 112. Never had this book, and if I did have it, I must have sold it off or lost it or whatever. But now I got a copy. I'm really filling out my Bronze Age run for The Amazing Spider-Man. Thor number 200. I'll tell you, I have found, and make a comment. Let me know if you agree. I've found that these Bronze Age Thor covers and the Silver Age Thor covers, they're great. I love them. And so I'm happy to have. I like bronze issues anyway. As you guys know, I'm so ultra picayune about these books. I don't keep every Bronze Age book, right? I'm passing on a lot of the Bronze Age horror, right? I offered it to Matt. I offered it to Kevin from TR Collectibles. Matt from Patriot Comics, obviously. So I have multiple copies in inventory. I'm not keeping any for myself, right? That's just not where I'm at in my collecting. X-Men number 82, beautiful condition. You just pick it off the newsstand, just like it is. It's beautiful, like it hasn't aged. And I guess this is a 1972, 1973 comic. Hasn't aged in all that time, right? Beautiful. So yeah, I have a lot of, I'd say, unappreciated. Well, let's just say I have a comic book adoption agency because I'm just placing these books. I'm taking care of them with love now. But when people want these other books, that includes all of my Bronze Age monster and horror stuff. I'm just placing them with new loving families. That's all I am. So call me the comic book adoption agency. Number 42 of X-Men. I guess this is where they're. It looks like they're starting to go into the reprinting era. But I like having Silver Age X-Men, and I'm filling out my run. And another title that I always think their covers are great, just because he's one of my he's like my second favorite or one of my favorite heroes is Iron Man. That gold and red armor, yeah, come on, I'm all about that. Looks great. This is issue number 50. Iron Man number 50. I wish I was that young. Iron Man number 50 looks great. Great book. Iron Man number 66. A nice classic Thor versus Iron Man action cover. Really great. Come on. That's what a collection. Number 54. Oh, I guess I did this. This has some value. So this book, beautiful copy. I think I'm selling this. Selling another copy I have, but this is from my own collection. This was net new. I never had this, so I was kind of shocked at how many Bronze Age books I really didn't have. This is Iron Man number 47. I consider this another classic cover. I love it. Look at that. It's just beautiful. Avengers King Size Special. Also, I would say that's their annuals came from this. So this is, I guess, annual number 2 for the Avengers. I really like that. These covers where the heroes face off with each other, similar to like X-Men had this. It's just such beautifully drawn covers of superheroes facing off. I dig it. I dig it. So as I'm flipping through it, have you guys, if you guys haven't connected with me about what's available from the Provenance Collection, as I share this is Strange Tales number 134 with the Watcher. Nice book. Nice book. Has spine ticks, but again, may not be an ultra high grade, but it looks really good. With the comic books that I ended up replacing and upgrading for my own collection, I don't cross-contaminate, and I hate to say that, cross-contamination, but I'm putting those books in a whole separate area. I am keeping the Ocean City, New Jersey Provenance Collection in their own boxes and all separate, so I don't cross-contaminate. So if you're buying a book from the Provenance Collection, you're truly buying a Provenance book. There's no cross-contamination. Obviously, I'm the administrator for it, so I'm making sure I keep it pure. Thor number 137. The layouts of these, right? I just think these layouts are spectacular. So happy to have these kind of books in my collection. And by the way, what some of the books that I moved out, obviously were the lower graded books. I'd replace them with the higher graded Provenance books. However, what I did a lot of was I also started just moving some of my 25-cent and higher comics right out. It's like my Fantastic Fours. Unless a book really had incredible meaning, which a lot did not, if they had a 25-cent or a 30-cent and higher cover price, I just have the cutoff, and it's just helping me stay sane as I curate my own collection. So, this kind of changed my whole methodologies just because I had to focus on older books. And again, it's almost making it unemotional, but when you have such an influx of comic books, and I had to draw the line somewhere. I love this cover, and it's in such great condition. Thor number 136, guys. As always, I apologize for my glare, right? And not only do I have a little bit of glare, but I'm also showing you these books with Mylar. So these are like little mirrors, like panes of glass. But come on, look at that! Holy crap! Hey, Alex, I know you texted me and you said if I could change my angle. I hope you're watching this, but is this good enough? Can you see that cover? Look at, guys, this cover, this book is what, over 50, 60 years old? And look at that is just so beautiful. I had to put it in a clear backer board. I don't have too many of those. Thor number 133. Holy smokes. Do I sound like an old guy when I say they don't make them like they used to? They don't. Put in the comments. You think they do? Look, hey, look, the storytelling might be so sick and great today and dramatic and dark, but look at this art. I don't know, man. This truly was, if you don't mind the pun, this was the silver age of comic books, wasn't that? Okay. Thor number 132. Great book. Great book. And all new to me. These are new. This run, I'm so happy about that. So I love Tales to Astonish. This is Tales to Astonish number 84. What a nice, just a sick copy. I like Tales to Astonish. I like that. Tales to Astonish, Tales to Suspense, Strange Tales. Those are just great books. Tales to Astonish number 78. You know, as we were flipping through them, as you probably saw, I might not have really shown the love to a lot of these books just because, one, I was in a little bit of shock, right? I'm kind of flipping through and I find a Marvel Spotlight 5 and some Iron Man 55, right? Sometimes you go into a little state of shock, but being able to fill out my Silver Age run with such high condition, high grade books, damn, it's great. Tales to Astonish 78 right here. I really love that. Tales to Astonish number 77. Yeah, if you guys, and I know Mylar makes books look a little bit better. I get it, right? I do my double boarding and Mylaring on all my books, but can I just tell you, the hype is real. This collection was freaking crazy. Number 77. Great cover. Number 76. Uneasy hangs the head. Look at that. The colors are so vibrant. That's what I'm digging about this. The colors are really vibrant. So if you haven't, hey guys, if you haven't come and check out this collection, I would encourage you to do so. Tales to Astonish number 71. Again, it's as if this issue was draining the printer ink at the printers. Look how color-filled and vibrant that crap is. It's unbelievable. 71. Really beautiful. And for this episode, the last keeper I'm going to share is Tales to Astonish number 69. Beautiful. Beautiful. So everybody, I got a lot more keepers that I'm going to be sharing. I think this was a world-class take for me. This is episode 1. Next week I'm going to show my second out of 2, which is going to show you some of the more advanced keepers, some keys. Hey, I think this was a great take anyway, but stay with me. Matter of fact, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button. I'd ask you to like it and make comments on this. Are these books that you would have kept for your own collection too, or would you have preferred, would you have ended out selling it all, right? I know some of you guys are just like, let's just sell it and make money, but again, I'm a collector and I'm a reader. I'm a curator and an appreciator of these books so freaking much. I couldn't let them all go. 250 I kept. So again, hit the like button, make comments, share this book. If you know people who are looking for a Provenance collection and want to kind of check a modern day acquisition out, share this. 2025. This has been an amazing acquisition year. And of course, please hit the like button. So everybody, I want to thank you for your time. Join me next week and you're going to see a collection full of bangers that I'm keeping from the Ocean City, New Jersey 2025 Provenance Collection. Hope to see you there. If you haven't yet put on your calendar, please put on GarageCon Summertime Edition 2025. Again, June 14th from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So it's a small window, right? We're not going to, it's really going to be me, Matt from Patriot Comics, Kevin from TR Collectibles, and John from John's Comics. The four of us, we're getting older. You know, we don't want to be standing for 10 hours. So again, this is a 9 to 2 o'clock event. I'm going to always, as I always do, ask you, when you come around the corner, do not pull in and turn around in any of my neighbors' driveways. I know I said that, and when we were at the convention in Ocean City, you guys were joking about it, but do not pull in my neighbor's driveway. That's one way to make my neighbors crazy, and they're going to prevent me from doing this again. So don't pull in their driveways. Just turn around, make a U-turn, make a right, make another right back onto the main street, and then find an area on the street to park, okay? So, again, June 14th, 9 to 2. It is GarageCon 2025 Summer Edition, and you're going to have me, Matt from Patriot Comics, Kevin from TR Collectibles, and John from John's Comics, and we really hope to see you there.
Order. We will soon snuff out your meager resistance. You chose the wrong side, and now you will pay. The resistance prisoners.
You have